Hi, hello, this is Dr. Prasad Putilam. What you are seeing in the picture, it is the meat analogous of protein. Okay, it look like the meat, but actually it is a vegetarian food which is made into this particular texture, which feels like that a non-vegetarian can eat this type of proteins as a non-vegetarian food. Okay, so obviously the topic of today's discussion is proteins. So for this is the class series for computer science stream, biology for engineers, BBOC407, and the syllabus I'm covering is module 2 right now. Moving on to proteins in food production, the fourth topic. Okay, so course outcome is mentioned here. I'm not going in detail. Continuously, I'm repeating it. Only the thing that I want to tell that you do please subscribe and support my YouTube video, my Intuition 4865. That is my YouTube channel. Please do subscribe. Please do share. Please inform others about this particular class. Is my class videos includes biology for engineers, research methodology, innovation and design thinking, universal human values, scientific foundation of health, and mainly chemistry. Okay, so here it is applications of biomolecules. So one of the application of biomolecule, that is protein, is a biomolecule. Its main application is food, in the production of food, that we are discussing in this particular class video. Okay, so for that a question is framed: analyze the significance of proteins in food production. Highlight the industrial process where proteins are crucial. Okay, course outcome 1, revised Bloom's taxonomy level 3, and it carries 10 marks. Introduction to protein 2 marks, role in food production 3 marks, key industrial process involving protein 3 marks, significance and benefits 2 marks. Okay, so this is what I shown to you in the beginning of my video. These are the names called tofu, temph, seitan, veggie burgers, meatless meatballs, plant-based sausages are actually vegetarian origins, proteins prepared food. They are not. It look like the texture is given as if it look like the non-vegetarian food items, but they are vegetarian food items. Gives the same appearance, so that those who are getting tempted but still want to be want to be a vegetarian case, they can have this. So this is the one just interesting fact among that. Okay, moving on to the actual one which is needed for your exam purpose, how to score the marks or how to understand what you want to understand on this. Introduction to proteins. By definition, the proteins are a very large, complex molecule which are very essential to the structural, the functional, and the regulations of the body's tissues and organs. And these proteins are composed of small units called amino acids. Amino acids combined together by a particular bond is called peptide bond. PEPTID, peptide bond. That is NHCO bond. Okay. So there are 20 different amino acids and specific sequences of these amino acids. It will determine each protein's unique structure as well as the function. There are essential amino acids, there are non-essential amino acids, that everything you might have heard. Okay, like that 20 different amino acids, they can different way they can be arranged, so you will get different proteins. So it is a very complex structure, different possibilities are there. Now the structure and function, when we see structure, it consists of primary, secondary, tertiary and quaternary. Primary structure, it's actually the sequence of amino acids in the polypeptide chain. In a simple, amino acids are arranged in as a polypeptide chain. That is the primary structure. Whereas if you go to the secondary structure onwards, it gets complicated. Secondary structure also we can imagine it is a alpha helix as well as beta sheet. Alpha helix means the what the snake like structure, and the beta sheets means it just like steps arranged in that shape. If it comes, it is beta sheet. So secondary structure also we can somehow you can imagine. Tertiary structure, it's become complicated. It's a three-dimensional shape of a single protein molecule. A single protein molecule can fold into different shape based on the environment present. Okay, so that folding of protein chain, that is somewhat complicated one for the researchers. They are not able to recreate the protein, even though we know which sequence of amino acids are present in particular protein. The particular folding is very difficult. So tertiary structure onwards it becomes difficult. Quaternary structure, that is a structure which is formed by several protein molecules, that is polypeptide chains. They usually come together and becomes the main structure called the protein subunit. So quaternary structure is too much complicated. Okay, not not in my imagination. Even people who are doing research on that, they can tell more about that. But representing it is very again very difficult to make others to understand. Now the functioning role of protein in food production. Before that, proteins they perform various functions within the organism. Okay, introduction part I'm just extending. They do the catalytic metabolism work. Functions like catalyst, DNA replication, all those things. Catalytic metabolic reactions means enzymes they accelerate biochemical reactions. The proteins also used in DNA replication. Proteins are involved in copying the genetic material. They also respond to stimuli. Stimuli means the external environment changes. We call it as receptor proteins. Receptor proteins they respond to the environmental changes, and there are proteins like hemoglobin which will do the transporting. Hemoglobin transport oxygen in the blood. Okay, now these proteins, the main sources of these proteins are mainly the both animal as well as plant origins are there. Animal sources include the meat, the dairy, eggs, etc. While the plant sources of protein includes beans, the lentils, nuts and seeds are main functions of main sources of these proteins. Now the role in food production and nutritional value. Proteins are essential nutrients which is necessary for the growth, for the repair and the maintenance of the body. So they supply the amino acid which are vital for the body's protein synthesis. Additionally, the proteins are the major component of a balanced diet, contributing to the muscle maintenance as well as the strength as well as the muscle maintenance. Functional properties includes they are significantly gives the texture, the flavor, and the appearance to the food. Their functional property include the emulsification, foaming, then called gelation, water binding capacity. For example, in the bakery products, the gluten proteins they provide elasticity to the bread to rise bread to swell that where that gluten are added. We call it as gluten proteins. Now biotechnological applications. In biotechnological applications, the proteins, particularly the enzymes, they are used to enhance the food production process. Enzymes can accelerate reactions which could otherwise be too slow under the normal conditions. Okay, now the industrial process involving the proteins, mainly the first one dairy industry, in cheese production. Rennet, which is a complex enzyme, RENNET actually. Rennet is a complex enzyme which is used to coagulate the milk, separating into the curd as well as the whey. So proteins like casein are crucial for the texture as well as the melting properties of this cheese. Then comes the yogurt production. Yogurt production, the proteins are very essential in the fermentation process. The bacteria cultures they convert lactose into lactic acid, leading to the coagulation of milk proteins, forming the yogurt. Okay, now meat processing, that is tenderization. Proteolytic enzymes such as papain and bromine, they are used to tenderize meat by breaking down the muscle proteins. Then processed meats, proteins like myosin, actin, they are involved in the emulsification process, which is very crucial for the texture and the stability of products like the sausages. In bakery industry, the bread making industry, again I said gluten. Gluten is a protein complex in wheat, which is essential for the elasticity, the mixtures, the dough elasticity as well as the gas retention. It enables the bread to rise and maintain its actual required shape. Then the baking enzymes such as amylase, proteases, they are added to the dough to improve its properties and extend the shelf life of the baked goods. Beverage industry, enzymes like proteases, amylases, they are used in the brewing to break down the proteins and starches, facilitating the fermentation as well as improving the clarity and stability of the beer. Okay, so that's a major application cases. Now, significance and benefits. Mainly economic impact, the use of these type of proteins and the protein based enzymes in food production, it significantly increases the efficiency, it reduces the cost, enhances the product quality. The enzyme technology, it optimizes the processes and enables a production of a novel food products. And in health and consumer benefits, the protein rich foods, they contribute to a better health outcomes by supporting the muscle maintenance, yeah, immune function, overall body repair. So enhanced functional properties of proteins in food production lead to improved texture, flavor, and the nutritional profile, which meets the requirement, the consumer demands for high quality and health conscious food options. So that's about particular topic, that is protein as a food. Thank you very much for watching my videos, and have a nice day.